Well, let's hope it's not so rainy once it gets here.
It's looking like it's starting to fall apart. That's some good news. And you know, this has just gotten to be annoying. I'll tell you what, the 3 hurricanes in what, how long has it been?
That long.
Yeah, and that long. Tell you what, Irene has thrown yours truly and George into a steel cage. We have tag team weather action coming straight at you. In this corner, you have yours truly and George Elliott, Chief Meteorologist. In that corner, you have Hurricane Irene. Coming up is the main event. We'll have that next. Radar, a lot of showers out there right now. Most of the heaviest stuff is still way down to the south and looks like it's staying down to the south right now, but however, it is starting to make its way further towards the north as we make our way through the evening hours. A few showers are impinging across the coastal counties of Brunswick and New Hanover right now. We'll see an increase in the showers tonight as we are under the hurricane warning for our coast. Let's go to graphics and show you the hurricane warning. From Savannah, Georgia, northward to Cape Hatteras. North of Cape Hatteras to the state line, we have a tropical storm warning. And with those showers in place, we'll see the rainfall increase overnight tonight. Temperatures only going down to about 71 by sunrise or so. Winds at the coast, east to southeast or so, very light, generally less than 25 miles per hour with some of the squalls coming in. We'll see a few higher gusts in there, 20 above 30 or so. And inland counties seeing east winds 10 to 20 miles per hour with a few higher gusts. Skywatch Neighborhood Network from Altel takes us to Whiteville right now. It's 70 degrees and 1/1600ths of an inch of rain with the showers there. Not much as far as rainfall there. And we did have a shower come through here in Wilmington at the station. I have about 2/3 of an inch of rain and 71 degrees. One more stop takes us down to where the action is. Ormond Beach, Florida, which is around Daytona, had a peak wind gust today of 57 as the storm passed by, and about 2 1/3 inches of rain there on the beachfront in Florida. Official numbers at the airport today. We got up to 79 this afternoon, down to 62 this morning, and 5 1/100ths of an inch of rain. That shower that moved through here didn't make its way to the airport, so not much rainfall there, and no records, of course, to speak of. Temperatures across the state now, low 70s here near the coast, mid to upper 60s interior counties, parts of the state. But notice out in the mountains, much cooler air and drier air too. Temperatures running about the low 50s, and that's one of the things that is helping to kill the storm. Is there's a lot of cool and dry air across the mountains, and this is getting sucked into the storm and helping to choke it off a bit. And to tell you more about this hurricane, Hurricane Irene, I turn it over to the man, the myth, the legend, the chief, George Elliott. George, how are you enjoying your 3rd day of vacation back there?
I like to spend my vacations at the resort of WECT. Accommodations are fabulous, so here I am. Might be a little dark. Light bulb just burned out. We are searching for a new bulb. Now, as Mark said, there's a lot of dry air moving into this hurricane. Still has 75-mile-per-hour sustained winds. However, as the dry air gets entrained, it gets sucked into that, we might see some further weakening. But we're going to keep it as a minimal hurricane as it heads up toward the north, and it will probably be a landfalling minimal hurricane tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. We'll show you that in a couple of seconds here. Let's check the satellite picture out first in more detail, and we can find the darker spots. Those are the dry air spots moving in from the west, wrapping around the south side and up to the north as well. There's some dry and cooler air, as Mark pointed out, so those are all good. We have a large eye too, and that's not indicative of a very strong storm, so it's a large eye across over 50 miles in diameter. 29.9 west, 79.7, or 29.9 north, 79.7 west. That's around 210 miles south of Charleston. That's the eye, and it's a large eye too. The maximum sustained wind 75. That's mostly east of the storm. On the west side, not much going on. South side, very quiet as well. A little gusty on the north side, but mostly on the east side. Taking it up through Sunday, it comes across the region, and we'll zoom in a little closer with minimal hurricane force winds. Tomorrow afternoon, south and east, well, more like east of Charleston by around 3 o'clock. This is the eye, remember. We will be experiencing some gusty tropical storm force winds by then. And then by 6 o'clock, just offshore Brunswick County, it looks like Brunswick County will see the brunt of the storm surge, which will be 3 to 6 feet there. Other areas, only 2 to 4 feet, we think. So if you're staying on the beaches or the outer banks to the north, or barrier islands, you'll see some water. You're going to see some storm surge there. If you are in low-lying areas or flood-prone areas, or those barrier islands, or barrier anywhere along the beaches there, I wouldn't really stay where the water might rise quickly due to the storm surge. But the rest of us can really hang tight with this one, it looks to me anyway. As far as the wind field goes, 35 to 65 sustained coastal counties tomorrow through the afternoon and then mostly into the late afternoon and tomorrow evening. Interior sections of our region from E-Town up toward, well, from Whiteville to E-Town over toward Warsaw for that matter, 30 to 50, 55 mile per hour winds, and even lesser wind field up toward Fayetteville and Lumberton, and rainfall amounts there will be lower as well. Coastal areas could see 3 to 6 inches of rainfall, and some areas a little bit more in some of the heavier rain bands, but I don't think the rain will be of the 5 to 10 inch category, and I don't think the wind speed will be of the 75 plus. It looks like it's going to be a minimal hurricane. Most areas will receive tropical storm force like conditions. And as I said once just a moment ago, most people can stay right where they are. If you want to leave, Raleigh's not going to see much of an issue, but the low-lying areas near streams, tributaries, the beachfront communities, things like that, and of course in Brunswick County where there's a mandatory evacuation, you have to leave. But it's those areas that are prone to flooding and storm surge that I wouldn't hang around, because storm surge, even if it's a couple of feet, is very powerful. So that's about the way it's setting up right now, and hopefully this will accelerate, which it looks like it will, and be right on out of here by late tomorrow night, Mark.
Yeah, it looks like once everything gets out of here, it's going to get out of here in a hurry and clear out very nicely on Monday. I'll show you that in a moment. And also, by the way, Brunswick County, the dune line's pretty much gone, especially at Oak Island. So if you're staying at Oak Island, you need to get out of there because there's no dune to protect you from the surge that will come in. Tomorrow morning, we will see an increase in the showers, especially as we progress towards the afternoon hours. Temperatures, it's not really doing much of anything, but the winds will kick up to about 45 miles per hour in coastal communities, up to about 30 interior sections. By the afternoon, we'll see hurricane conditions, 79 for the high. That's pretty much immaterial compared to the wind. Southeast to south at the coast, 40 to 65 miles per hour, some higher gusts sustained. And east to northeast winds, interior sections, 30 to 50 knots with higher gusts. There is a high wind watch in effect, by the way, for interior counties and a flood watch for everybody within the sound of my voice. Along the coast, hurricane warning, of course, tomorrow. Southeast to south winds 40 to 70 knots with higher gusts, seas 6 feet near shore, increasing to 20 feet away from shore. So way away from the coast, we're looking at 20-foot seas. Near the coast, we're looking at about 6 with a storm surge of about 3 to 6 feet, an increase in the level of the sea. 72 is the water temperature now. Our next tide is high at 1:30, low tide at 7:15 tomorrow morning, high tide next after that at 1:45 in the afternoon. It looks like the storm will be coming in on a decreasing tide, so that's another good factor in with this, and the fact that it looks like the storm is starting to fall apart. Sunrise, of course, at 7:18. There's your 6-day forecast. The rain will come to a rather quick end, a very abrupt end, and the clouds will get out of here in a hurry too. So Monday will actually turn out to be pretty good. Tuesday will be good. Another system will approach the area on Wednesday and bring us an increase in clouds on Wednesday during the afternoon into Wednesday night. It looks like right now, and a chance of storms Wednesday night into Thursday morning. That'll get out of here. Temperature-wise, look at that.
That's got a good ring to it.
Yeah, upper 60s for highs, 40s for lows.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad for. It's going to feel like fall now.
Maybe it can just continue to weaken.
Keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, okay. That'd be the best of all. Thanks, Mark.
Well, it was in the World Series.